What's up, YouTube? It's me, Super Mario DJ here, and welcome back to Dayshift with Freddy's 3 Revamp, Episode 5. Welcome back, guys. Last episode, it was all pizzeria upgrade focusing, kinda. Like, we hired a new employee, we upgraded the pizzeria, we interacted with Bread Bear on the stage, we have a save with Foxy, where we can interact with them, but that ain't coming for a little bit, because we're going to get back on the good ending. But first, as I teased in last episode, we've got some cassette tapes to listen to, so you're going to see a difference right off the bat. So, let's go to our optionals, let's get this full screen per usual, and let's start the game. Let's not start anew, let's continue So you're gonna see something. I pre-did this so we would make sure we could get it done, and I could get what else is in the thumbnail done. So let's hop on over. So file 3 we need, and we also died to Music Man last episode. Now we're back on track. We're in the office with our Fredbear's Diner playing music, but we're gonna go through the filing cabinet again. I read this at last episode, but I'll read it again. Sure enough, there's a tape recorder and some old tapes in the cabinet. There are 5 marked cassette tapes. Which cassette tape will you play? We already did Joy 1 in the first episode, so it's time for Joy 2. Time to listen to more cassette tapes. I'm not going to speak over them, but I will talk about them at the end of it. So let's go. Joy 2.
On opening night, William's suit failed during a dress rehearsal. This was my own doing. I intentionally misdesigned the spring-loaded retention locks in William's suit, knowing full well that the spring mechanisms inside the suit would fail. With him inside, he died a predictably painful death on stage, following his bow at the end of our performance. What a moron. But the end result was fascinating, and an eventuality that I had never considered. Despite steel rods piercing William's flesh and puncturing his lungs, William still walks amongst the living. At first, I considered that William may be somehow immortal, but soon enough, I noticed a minor change in his physicality. William has done something that no spirit has ever done before. To my knowledge, he has repossessed his own corpse. My original intention was to give William a nudge later down the line, and have a then freshly deceased William take the blame for the kids that we abducted. But this result is far more interesting. William seems to be utterly devoted to me. My current theory is that he repossessed his own body out of desperation. He essentially re-entered his own corpse, so he could keep going as if he never died. Most peculiar. William will stay as my partner. This development will advance my work by many months, perhaps even whole years. William's soul is both extremely unusual in the manner in which it possessed its vessel, but also in the fact that he has no idea what I've done to him. Unlike the others, he will do anything that I tell him to do. He will act with complete obedience. William foolishly thinks that he has hidden this from me, but I can assure you that I can use this to my advantage. What would happen if William was to die again and repossess the same vessel? What if I were to damage his brain or remove his organs whilst he slept? Would he keep repossessing his old body just to stay with me? How far is this soul willing to go for me? How much pain will this soul endure just to stay here with me? If his soul was to pass on to the afterlife, could I trust it to come back? This may be the breakthrough that I was hoping for. My previous plan of intimidating and scaring the souls of lost children with violence and electrostatic forces was far too convoluted. William is the only test subject that I need now. The trust that William has placed in me is ill-founded. Now, my work can truly begin.
Oh boy, Joy 2. Obviously, I think we get at this point who is recording these tapes. It's the pink guy in the Dayshift universe. It's Henry Miller, I think it is. We also heard about that in the older flipside, like beginning 2 days when Dave talked about the circus of Henrys. But now, we found out that he killed William back at the opening of Fredbear's Diner, and William Afton, William Dave Miller, whatever in this timeline, repossessed his own body to be with Henry still. So, Henry's using William for his experiments now. So let's just go on to Will Hen 01.
Henry, we need to talk.
Do we, Willie?
Yes, we sure do. Ever since we abducted that little girl, everything here has been weird as fuck. Tables antiquing themselves, things moving. Customers hearing whispers about us, about what we've done. And those robots have turned aggressive. Spring Bonnie almost bit my hand off during routine maintenance. I don't want to be inside that thing anymore. I knew that this was a bad idea. You lied to me. You took her life away, and we don't even have a third robot here. None of this was to make her more lifeline. What we've killed is our own...
Shush. Relax, William. I know what I'm doing. I'm working on the solution to our problems right now.
What's that on your desk, Henry? It looks like a marionette.
This isn't just any marionette, Willie. This is a vessel for our little friend.
I see.
We've killed beyond our means.
You mean you killed beyond your means?
In any case, this puppet is the solution to all of our problems. The moment that dumb girl enters this puppet, she'll be stuck as a puppet. And then, she'll be our puppet, being pulled by our strings, unable to harm us like the other two can.
Okay, what about the abductions? Freddy, Vamp, and this has better-looking robots, and passive bad tree children get abducted in their restaurant. 3 kids have died here. The police...
Relax, Willie. I've pinned the 3 missing children on our missing night guard. He's lying, half dead in the back. The police will presume that he took the kids away. Poor fool probably won't even get a grave. The suits have been bleached. This is a minor hiccup.
What, Freddy's?
I will pay a visit to Freddy's soon. Those 3 dead children will look like nothing compared to the 5 children that are going to go missing at Freddy's next week.
Henry, I don't like this.
Willie, this is our dream.
Yeah, but...
This is what we have to do. Our diner, our family, our dream. This is what you wanted.
Henry,
You wanted this.
Okay.
Now, go talk to the police. Make it out like that night guard was always a soulless creep. I'll finish this puppet.
Ooh. It's still going. I don't like that.
The clock stopped, never to go again, when the old man died.
Tape Wilhelm 00, even better. We get a Ooh, where do I start? This is the start of the children going missing at Freddy Fazbender's. Also, that's a reference to Dayshift 2. If anyone's watched my playthrough, there's a scene where there's someone in a Fredbear suit in the back lying half dead, and that's our character, and we get brought back to life, and we will. Oh, there's so much stuff. Let's just move on to Joy 3. It's in purple. We're almost done. I don't know how long we've been recording. Hopefully I'll be able to get through everything content-wise I want to. Let's get through Joy 3. Let's go.
William has proven to be a most intriguing test subject. From my possessed animatronics, I've noticed that souls seem to be capable of retaining a limited amount of memories. Upon interacting with my victims, I realized that they seem to remember who I am, occasionally, and respond with defensive, animalistic aggression. Unfortunately, this memory doesn't seem to apply to all human behaviors, such as the ability to speak. Granted, Fredbear's lips are unable to curl into the shapes needed to imitate human speech, but William has not seen a single attempt to speak come from the animatronics during routine surveillance. Fredbear growled at him once, but that hardly counts. Thankfully, William has provided me with a way to quantifiably measure how much memory and what kinds of memory are retained in the soul. Once a month, I anesthetize William and remove one of his vital organs, or typically a portion of his brain. Usually, tissue from the frontal lobe, due to it being a generously accessible mass of neurological material. Surprisingly, William doesn't seem to be suffering from dementiated memory loss, but rather a shift in personality. His conscience is unburdening itself, and he has begun to ask substantially fewer questions about the ethics of our work. At any rate, at least I know a cure to William's incessant whining. I've begun to leave William alone with the animatronics at night. Unbeknownst to him, he is being recorded around the clock, allowing me to watch him from afar, and without tainting my results with his sentimentality. Sometimes William speaks to himself. I'd rather not think about what he's said lately. Work continues as usual. I will make the impossible possible.
Alright, Joy 3, being as good as the other ones. Henry's changing William's personality, and unlike we saw in Will Henry, he's not questioning what him and Henry are doing. This is the sign of him becoming the purple guy that we know and love from the FNAF series and then the Dayshift series. And then Henry's watching him and having William do the night shifts, Dave do the night shifts. So that's something. Time for Joy 4, and then hopefully we'll get to what I need to do.
William is a useless excuse for a test subject. His crime has burdened my analytics, and he no longer shows any rate of change, even with entire internal organs being removed. Even without a heart, he is unchanging, unyielding. I made the mistake of telling him about my deceased son, David, and now William has run wild with the idea of replacing him, and for me to become the father that he never had. William is a monster, my monster, and I don't want him bearing my name, no less my son's. William cannot follow simple instructions, cannot control his emotions, and is too afraid to leave his own rotting vessel for even a second, even when incentivized with controlled shocks. I'm going to abandon William, leave him to mop up, back at the diner, under constant camera supervision. I need to properly gauge how he copes with abandonment. I will continue my work and claim victims in other Freddy's locations. Just as the invasive cuckoo bird lays eggs in the nests of other birds, I shall claim victims at competing Freddy's locations, forcing them to maintain and monitor my test subjects. Another advantage of a lower density pattern of victims is their inability to gang upon me in the same place. Once enough souls are collected, I will have a substantial number of souls to produce the machine that I have hoped to build from day one. A machine that can successfully take an adult male from our realm to another, and back again, soon. I aim to no longer be in this realm at all. Life as we know it will change, and you have me to thank for it.
And Joy 4 is done. Alright. He's literally killed Dave, William Afton to a point where he's just very not changing his emotions at all, not controlling his attitude. Dave Henry's removed literal organs from him in all these tapes, and now has left him alone, and now is taking more victims in another Freddy's location, and is trying to leave the timeline. So that's all of Henry's tapes. Tape 1 was covered in the last video. So there's only one thing to do now, and that's to search 6 a.m. because we've got a birthday party to host. If you remember, we're hosting the health inspectors. Oh, look! It's a kitty. Aw, how cute. He thinks he's an Easter egg. Alright, as I was interrupted by an Easter egg. We got a health inspector's kid's birthday party to host, so, we're just gonna search till 6 p.m. and, see what goes on in the party this evening. So time to just search to 6 p.m. and see what goes down for the party. We got $72. Yay, we didn't need that much. We have a lot of money from the last episode. But it's 6 p.m. Time for our birthday party. What could go wrong? We learned a lot about Henry during our last part of our shift. Now it's time to host a birthday party. Alright, another day, another sigh of relief that Music Man did not lay an egg in our dining area. That I know of. Relax, I'm pretty sure his real nest is in, like, the ball pit. Yeah, Lord, Music Man terrifies me. But, alas, we still have some work to do. Do you recall me telling you this morning that we have a birthday party slotted for this evening that should be starting, right about now? Of course. Why? Well, the birthday boy, missing. Missing? Yeah, it's a little annoying, alright. Now, my first instinct was to presume that little bugger had just ran off or something, but, well, turns out the kid doesn't even know how to walk yet. So we're hosting a party for a birthday, for a baby, or like a very young toddler, and, they've gone missing. Oh no, oh geez, oh no. If we're quick, we can sweep the entire restaurant before anyone catches on that he's missing. I have the doors locked, so if he's still in the building, we can find him. Good idea. Sounds like a plan. You take the bathroom. I'll take the safe room. Alright, sir. Good luck. Oh boy, why are we running to the safe room? Oh, I think I know what's going on. I think I know someone's back. Someone's back for revenge. Yep. Hi, Davey boy.
Well, look who it is.
Sorry for interrupting you, Dave. Oh, look who it is. Hi, Dave Trap, you trash rabbit. What are you doing in my restaurant? And there's the birthday boy. Please let him go.
So, you found me. Bravo.
Dave, how did I know that I would find you in here?
Where else would you slaughter a gondola, old sport? That's what the room was built for, wasn't it?
Dave, safe rooms are meant to be bleeding out rooms, not murder rooms.
Minimum wage work and blood. Gondola's blood. Are you telling me that you can tell the difference? Can you taste the difference, old sport?
I can't do that, but, I'm just not letting you that's not happening in my restaurant, Dave.
Sounds like you're the weirdo here. Sportsy. Not me. Not poor old Davey.
You're not poor old Davey. Get out of my restaurant and let go of that kid. Dave. I'm not the one abducting a kid right now.
Oh, get down off your high horse, Sportsy.
You want me to get... it's changing, guys. You murder kids, Dave. We're going to the 8-bit section. None of this is about me. I'm not the bad guy here.
I know what you did, old sport.
You do not know what I did. I'm building a good restaurant for myself, Dave.
I've been snooping through your company records. Now.
Why are you going through my records? I've had a good history with this company.
Looking through your past business ventures.
Now, if you're talking about Pizzeria Simulator, I may have got the insanity ending, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad business owner. Dave, there's no need to.
You know, I had to wonder, when Van Spend's fright, the horror attraction was set up, it seemed to scream sportsy. A perverted sentimentality, a fixation on a brand that nobody even cares about anymore. But twisted and horrific. It had you all over.
Just because you think it had me all over it doesn't mean it was me, Dave.
I thought for sure that, if you were still around, I'd spawn you there in no time. And yet, there was never an old sport inside. What?
I told you.
I've seen your records. My God, it was so obvious.
What do you mean, Dave?
Of course you were inside, working in there. You were the asshole standing outside, throwing gasoline over the building.
Well, I mean, how am I supposed to else end the story, Dave?
You gathered all of the pieces in one place, just to burn it all down, with me inside.
That's what I kinda do, Dave. I try and end the story and set the souls free.
It's no wonder you didn't salvage me this time. You think you can attempt to burn me alive.
Yeah, I didn't salvage you because you suck, Dave. You're evil.
And then just kick me out on the kite when you failed to burn me in that fire, along with the rest of the trash that this company has produced.
Yeah, but I at least saved some of the souls then there too, Dave.
I'm slippery, old sport. I got out of that fade and building. I didn't whine, and I came back. I always come back.
I know you came back, Dave. Dave, this isn't personal. I wanted to help you. I wanted to save you too. But you're too dangerous. Look, you just abducted a kid moments ago. You can't let go. That's in pink. That's referring to the tape we just listened to. You're never gonna get better. My only priority is saving people from you.
Sportsy, failing to sign me in flames when you had the chance was the biggest mistake that you've ever made.
No, it wasn't, Dave.
This kid's gonna die because of your bad choices. Sportsy,
They're not my bad choices, and Dave, back off.
you're gonna know what it feels like to burn, like I did.
I'm not gonna burn, Dave. I need you to leave my restaurant, Dave.
Oh, no. Sports, step any closer, and I'll cut this kid's throat. You know I'll do it.
Dave, I don't respond well to threats. Get out of here while you still can. There's a whole party out there waiting for that kid. That health inspector I had to deal with a month ago. Yeah, he's out there too. You're out of your element.
That is my element. I don't care if there's 1 million kids out there or 1 billion cops. You chosen poorly, Sportsy, and this kid is gonna suffer great fucking circumstances because...
Huh? Phony! Phony! Hey, sir, what's... What the...
Hey, you. Yeah, you. This is between me and your orange in a suit. You get out.
I think not, rabbit! I'm not letting any zombie tell me what to do. Other than my boss, of course.
Step any closer, and the kid will get its own face.
Don't you call him phone face. I get to call him phony. You don't get to call him anything, Dave Trap. Hey, what's the noise? Matt's coming! What's going on in here?
Cowabunga.
Toy Freddo! Music Man. What? Max, he's here in the golden Freddo suit. Dave, everyone's here. Just back off. You're outnumbered. Toy Freddo is here. The Epic Gamer's here.
Sportsy,
I have a message for you, Dave.
What?
It comes not only from me,
Our real
but
voice.
every child you've hurt inside any Freddy's restaurant. You're outnumbered. We aren't afraid of you, and we aren't gonna let you hurt anyone else. You're outnumbered, Dave, and we aren't gonna tolerate you any longer. Now get the fuck out of my restaurant before I tear you limb from limb.
We did it, guys. We defeated Dave Trap. Also, our real voice. There was voice acting again. That has to be an ending point where we should cut the episode, right? Tell me. Scary orange suit saves local toddler. Pretty decent speech. Look a phone. Bad work. Green rabbit spotted on site. I'm gonna hit enter, but I think I know what's coming up, and I want to end the episode because I want the next episode to be there. So, yep, we're going back to the flip side. So I'm gonna kind of end it here, guys, while we're moving on the map. So next episode, we're heading back to the flip side.